Hello traders, day trader Matt here with EminiTradingPit.com, and I wanted to go over the trading room yesterday and then a little bit of what we did last week, because one thing I always talk about is consistency. If you're consistent in your trading, you're going to do well. And today was one of those days. We pulled out 32.5 points, which is phenomenal, especially for a Monday. And that's just because we have been consistent. We've had some wins, we've had some losses. We've done pretty good for the month of April. And 32.5 points is just icing on the cake. So what we did, I was watching price at the open, just to, pre-market, and then at the open just to see what was going on. Saw price come up. As it came back down, I knew I wanted to get long, so I threw in my long. Everyone knew where I was at. We got long right down here. We got a really good entry, and the price started to move up, which was pretty cool. So we took our first target at 3 points, and then we were looking for where price could go from there. Price did pop up, it came down, it popped back up, came down, popped back up again. We ended up getting out right in here. Price popped up for this time, came down, and we got out. I was totally okay with that. And then price did pop up again. It did make a high over this one, but it was very lethargic. It started to have some trouble, and then I decided to get short right in here. Let everybody knew what I was doing. Price was down here, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get short, and I did. Got short right in here, and the market just fell out of bed. I was looking for in this area here. So I was looking for a decent move, but the market did fall out of bed. I took my partial right in here, which was at 3 points, and then was able to ride price all the way down, which for me, usually I'll get short and then I'll get out like halfway, and then price will keep going down, but there was no big pullbacks whatsoever. So I never got stopped on any of these, and I basically just got out because it was getting close to 12 o'clock. So I got out down here at 41.43. Price started to work its way down, and I was like, I'm just gonna get out. That's fine. If price keeps going, that's okay, because we end at 12 o'clock. So it turned out to be a phenomenal day. So I just want to, congratulate everybody who was part of the room and was able to actually be a part of that. And now I want to go into some trades we actually did last week, some swing trades, and a couple that we are actually still in. Okay, now that we're over here on the other charts, we want to talk about a couple trades that we made last week that actually did pretty well. First was corn right over here. I did get long at 663.25, had a 2-point stop, and took profits right into this move. I didn't realize this was going to be the end, but it is what it is. 667.25, so that gave us 4 points. That was a 2-to-1 trade, so 2 reward for our 1 risk. So that was a very, very quick trade actually, but it did work out fairly well. So pretty excited about that. We did have a stop out, which happens. If you trade long enough, you're going to have stop outs. A lot of time it's your first ever trade. It is what it is. Anyway, wheat, we did get long. Let's see, where I got long. Actually, I think I got long right here on this move down. So I got long here. Price did come down a little bit. It did come into the favor of my trade, but then it just started breaking down and I got stopped out. So wheat, I took a 6-point stop, which was definitely not ideal, but I can live with that. Wheat isn't we can be a little bit more aggressive with wheat. Wheat is $50 per point, similar to the ES. So, it's not a killer to get a 6-point stop. It's not great because that's $300 per contract, but it's not the end of the world. So that was our one stop. And a lot of people only talk about their wins. I like to talk about both because, transparency is kind of important. If you don't know where you're going, you don't know when you get there. And if you don't have all of the directions to get there, then you kind of have to put pieces together. So I think it's important to have, show your losses and your wins, just because, and I don't usually use those terms like outside of these YouTube videos. I use successful, unsuccessful trades because it's not a win or a loss, because it doesn't affect us personally. It's it affects our bank account, but other than that, it doesn't mean anything for us. Like, we didn't do a great job, we didn't do a terrible job, we just do the job. That's kind of how I look at it. But anyway, let's go to the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, we did place a nice trade on the actually the same day, on the 20th. So let me find that, and we ended up getting long. Would have been right in here. Most likely 13,051. So we got long right in here, and we were able to write it up. We took partial profits at 13,195. It's actually turned out to be a really good profit taking spot. Obviously, in hindsight, you see things that you didn't see in real time, which is why we go over our trades. So that was our first profit. And then I moved my stop to 13,074, looking for continuation, and evidently that did not happen. Came down, stopped me out. I did take profit on the remainder, which is what I wanted. And now it's kind of just chugging along, doing absolutely nothing, which is okay. Next, the Canadian dollar. I made a very, very quick trade on this one. I thought it was going to last longer, but it just didn't. And, it's fine. It's totally okay. And it was, I believe, right here as well. It's got long at 74.28.4. My stop was right under here, so didn't get stopped on that. Came up, took some profit at 74.44, and then as price came down, 74.323 was my stop, so took some profit there as well. That's very, very nice to see. And then I am in some futures currency trade, so I am in the Swiss. The Swiss, I did get long on, so I can see the dates over here. Let's see, I got long at 111.85. Oh yeah, we got long in here because we were playing off of this gray line here, and then off of all of this congestion down here. So we were playing it pretty tight, playing it right here. Price did move up. I took partial profits right in here, right here actually, and now we're just watching this move higher. So it's very interesting. So we are long the Swiss franc and the euro. The euro, we got long at 109.75, which was right here, which actually turned out to be a very good entry. We were playing this area here. We got long here, able to write it up, took profits, some, and now we're kind of just watching it took some profits up here as well. So we took some down here, some up here, and we have a very small position, and we're just kind of watching things as they develop. So very, very interesting on that, and it's gonna be an interesting trade altogether. So with those that we did, they are highlighted in blue. Right here. So we had our corn trade. Actually, that wasn't last week. Here we go. We got our corn to target. We got our wheat stop out. We had our NASDAQ to target. We had our Canadian dollar to target. And then the Swiss franc and the euro. So, you know, pretty good on there altogether. And I just wanted to kind of show that, you know, what we did, what we're doing. The trading room, you get swing trading and day trading. You know, day trading is something that I've done for a while and I really, really enjoy. But, you know, adding swing trading to that, which is all future based. If you want to look at the products that we trade, if you go to the website, EminiTradingPit.com, there's a tab that says markets. And if you scroll down here, this literally shows all of the markets. These are all the currencies, the times, these are the months that they trade, tick value, and then point value. You have the energies, financials, grains, and I can tell you right now, I've never traded the euro dollar. I don't really trade bonds. Every now and then you'll see me in something, but you know, this one is probably the least traded on here. But if I was going to show everything, you know, I kind of need to show everything. Grains, indices, the meats, metals, softs, and then these are the month codes. So this gives you the breakdown and you know, tells you all of that. So if you were curious about that, you know, click markets and that will give you a little bit. And then since we're doing the video, I did a free trading course at welcome.eminitradingpit.com. If you go to the main site, right here, free video trading series. And I do not ask for an email address. Why? Because I don't like giving out my email address. Why do I want others to give me their email address when I don't like to give out my own? So, you know, as far as like taking free courses and whatnot. So take this. There's a why trading, trading emotions, trading basics, trading plan, and then a bonus video. And, you know, if you like that, great. If not, that's fine too. But this is totally free. It requires nothing. All you have to do is click a mouse and watch it. There's exercises you can download. So that's brand new that I just put on the website. So you can check that out. You know, check out the markets tab if you're interested. Even if you don't want to work with me, the markets tab is pretty cool, I think, and it'll give you an insight into, you know, what the futures, what the point value, tick value actually is. So I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, with that, hopefully you did enjoy the video, you got something out of it. You know, let me know in the comment section down below if anything did resonate with you, or if there's something you would like to know that, you know, you just don't know. You know, I could always try to find the answer for you. So with that, thanks for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day. I'll see you around the markets. Take care.